Welcome to another episode of Kairos Connect. Today we are meeting with Dr. Steve. Hi, Dr. Steve.
Hi,
How's it going?
it's going great.
Good. So tell us, first of all, I'd like to know where you're located.
I'm in Maryland. We're in Ellicott City, Maryland, which is in Howard County, right on the border of Columbia, Maryland, and Ellicott City.
Awesome. And you're close to Baltimore too, yes?
Yeah, we're
Okay.
just west of Baltimore.
Awesome. Well, I know it's pronounced like Baltimore, not Baltimore, so I
Yeah,
totally said that wrong.
I don't say it right. I'm a New Yorker, but I've been
Oh,
there for years. So
that's right. So tell us what there is to do in your neck of the woods.
it's a great place to live. Like I said, I'm from New York. So I always thought, I would want to be I grew up in New York City. And so I always thought I would want to be in a more populated area. And I love it down here. We've been down here 30 years now. We have great outdoor parks. And like I said, we're close to Baltimore. We're close to Washington, D.C. There's great restaurants, beautiful place to live. It's very safe. I don't know what else to say. It's been rated as one of the top places to live in the nation.
Cool. So tell me what you are looking for in your practice. Like I know
I,
you're looking for an associate. So
yeah,
tell me what that position looks like.
okay. So I've been in practice just coming up on 30 years in February, and we've been here a little over 27 years. We have a great
Wow.
practice. In the last few years, we've grown exponentially. So it took me a little while to figure everything out, but we've got all the secrets to the keys to the kingdom now. And practice is great. It's been a dream practice this last few years. Your question was, what am I looking for in an associate, or about my practice?
It was more about what that position looks like. Like in some practices, when a doctor is bringing in another doctor, it's purely to adjust. In some practices, when they're bringing in another doctor, it's to do the day one, day two re-exams, X-rays, and adjust. So I'm curious what you envision for this position.
So what I envision for this position is to teach somebody everything. What I want to do is I want to share my wisdom and my knowledge that I've accumulated over 30 years. I've literally spent hundreds of thousands, I don't know, maybe even more, on all the different coaches and programs. And we've really got this thing figured out. When I started, I was an associate, and I remember choosing an associateship, and it was okay, but if I would have been able to choose again, I would probably choose differently, because
In what way?
I think that this is the most important part of the education to get you started for a successful career. So I had to really scrape my knees and figure a lot of things out on my own. And it was difficult at times, and it was painful, and it was costly. And so I think that what I can offer somebody is a golden opportunity to really learn everything about the ins and outs of how to build and run a successful practice. And that's what my intention is. The first 12 weeks is going to be like boot camp. Every week we'll have a different topic, and then we'll implement it and practice it, so that by the end of 3 months, you're going to come out ready and be able to build and have a successful career. And so whether or not, if it's the right person, my hope is to find somebody to join me and maybe partner with me in this practice and eventually own the practice. That's what I'm looking for. And so at this juncture, I can't handle the growth.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty full, and I've never been happier in practice. Like, I really enjoy it now. I've figured out how to do things so that the practice is the way I want it and it's enjoyable. But now I need help, and I want to be able to lift up another chiropractor and really teach them everything that I've learned, so that hopefully they can join me. And even if not, we're going to put a great chiropractor out into the field so that they can have a really successful career and life in this profession.
Passing on your wisdom and knowledge so someone else doesn't make those same costly mistakes, right? And we've all made them, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Um, the other question I had for you was, is this associate or doctor going to be responsible for any type of marketing, like going out and meeting new people or doing any networking, anything like that?
I think that's important. I think that's part of practice. So again, we want to do it in a way that's enjoyable. And so, yeah, that would be part of it so that they can learn to fish and build a practice.
Gotcha. And what does the compensation package look like for this associate?
So what I'm thinking is everything's negotiable to a degree, but I'm thinking $1,000 a week is the base. And then we will have a bonus system so that within that first year, they should be earning six figures.
Gotcha. Okay. Or do you do any type of like online marketing or anything that they would be able to participate in?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. And that's the majority of what we do now. I don't, that is what we do in the office and online is generating lots of new patients.
The tides have definitely changed. I remember 20 years ago getting into practice, there was no online marketing. Like it was all screenings and corporate
Right.
talks and talks. So yeah, it's definitely different. Anything else that an associate joining you should know about you or your practice that we haven't already mentioned?
Well, we use a variety of techniques in the office. Like I said, I really feel like we've figured out how to make this work. And so it's enjoyable for everyone. When we bring patients in, how we explain what we do gets them really excited. And so the practice is we practice corrective care. I've taken a lot of CBP courses and Pettibon, and I've incorporated that in, as well as just diversified and Gonstead and drop technique. We use some instruments. In recent years, I added zone technique, which has been very good.
Oh, good.
And,
Yeah.
and I kind of made it my own so that I use a combination of these techniques so that we get phenomenal results for our patient. We do spinal correction, and then we show them what they can have in terms of wellness lifestyle with chiropractic.
Awesome. Well, I know. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a video that should be coming out that one of my patients so thrilled they wanted to make a video for us. And that's not what they do professionally, but he's pretty good at it. And he just moved to Hawaii. And in the midst of this, I told him, don't put he just did this for me because he wanted to show us appreciation. And we had a whole slew of patients come in and we showed like the flow of the office and what it looks like. And so it's going to be cool. So when I get that video, I'll put that up to you too. And you could see, I think you get it's just a good vibe in the office. It's a fun place to be. We got a great staff now that they really enjoy being here. And so that means a lot, that you're in a place that you enjoy as opposed to just cranking out a paycheck.
Totally. And I think that may, that's what you were alluding to earlier too, is that if you love what you do, you have to spend so many hours there and do it right from the start. Yeah.
Yeah. So we built a beautiful office. Do you want to see what it looks like? Should we do that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, let's do it.
Quick tour.
I'm going to have to figure out how to turn. I don't know if I can turn this around. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We go. So this is the room we were just in. This is my consultation room where I'll go over results of x-rays. We have digital x-ray and review findings with patients. And now I'm backing up into our rehab area. So there's a traction chair, UTS for different traction setups. We have a whole bunch of tables here where we'll do tractioning and exercises and icing with patients. We have ErgoFlex decompression chair here. So you can see we have a variety. Back in the corner, I missed it, but we have a cold laser as well that we use. Over here is the adjusting area. I don't know how great this is coming out in terms of what you can see. I can't really see it too well through the
it's coming out. It's good.
Okay, good. So I have two tables because it's been just me. But as you can see from the office space, we have a lot of space. So we can always add in more adjusting bays. Yeah, this just goes all the way back here. And then we have an area here where we'll do some Pedibond traction on the wall. We have the wobble chairs. We teach patients exercises and active rehab. We have testimonials all over the walls. This is the front desk when people come into the office. So if I come through, we have cicadas here making all that noise. So when people come into the office, this is what they see. And this is our reception area. And then as I greet patients here, we'll bring them back to our exam room. This is what the exam room looks like. And I have, again, I designed this with lots of space so it's comfortable and we can do what we do comfortably. This is the X-ray. So we have digital X-ray that loads right into Posture Ray. And this is just an administrative office and storage back here. So that's what the office looks like. See if I could figure out how to turn this around again. All right.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for the tour. I'm really excited to see who ends up with you in that beautiful space of yours, and
Yes.
Learning from, a lot of experience and just getting their career off to a great start. So I have one more question for you before we go. Are you open to someone that may be not quite licensed yet? I know in this last 18 months with world events, some of the licensing is taking a little bit longer. So somebody may be looking in your area that is interested but isn't quite licensed. Is that something that you'd be open to, or preceptorship?
Well, yes, we are a preceptor
Okay.
office, which is something in the state of Maryland you have to apply for and get evaluated and pay a fee to do. And so we have that status. So I would accept a preceptor.
Gotcha.
As far as unlicensed, it's situational. It depends on what we can do. But yeah, I'm open to anything. Everything's
Perfect.
negotiable. Yeah.
Everything in life.
Yeah. That's
Awesome.
right.
Well, you have a great day and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you so much, Stephanie.